Top of the morning to you. You might recognize this location because I have been here in the last 2 videos just outside of Cook City, Montana. However, I will be leaving. I'll be leaving during this video. I will have been here by the time that we take off tomorrow for the full 16 nights that you're allowed to stay here. And I've mentioned in previous videos that I am trying to stay at individual locations for longer periods of time. I stayed at the last campground in Canada for the 2 weeks that I was allowed to. Here, I'll be here for the full 16 nights that I'm allowed to. There are a few benefits to doing that, like less wear and tear on the truck and trailer, saving on fuel costs, my mental well-being. It's nice to just kind of be able to stay in one area, especially an area that I love so much, and kind of get cozy and feel at home for a little while just in one location. And this has just been an awesome, awesome place to stay. I was able to drive the Beartooth Highway, the Chief Joseph Highway, which are right here. I had a friend come and visit and stay last night. We went into Yellowstone National Park and explored for a while. That was a lot of fun. It's just been a great stay. We will be moving on to another very cool location, which of course I will be taking you with me. And by we, I mean myself and Joey. So he's been gone for almost 2 weeks now on a really epic adventure, but I will be going to pick him up today. So I cannot wait to hear all about his adventure. He went to a very remote location, which I don't think anybody or very few people have been to. So I cannot wait to hear about that. And yeah, he'll be back with me probably for a little while before he goes on his next adventure, or we may be going on an adventure together very soon. That sounds like what's going to be the most probable case. If you missed the 2 prior videos and want to get caught up, I'll link them both below. But yeah, let's get going. Let's go pick up Joey. Well, it's actually now the evening. It's about 7 o'clock, and unfortunately it took Joey a lot longer to get out from his trip, so I'm leaving now to go pick him up, and I will be meeting him at 9 p.m. What I love most about this place is not only its beauty, but how wild it is. You literally live among bears, bison, elk, and wolves, just to name a few. The animals roam free here, and I love that. Well, good morning. I lost you guys last night. By the time that Joey and his friend Aaron got to the trailhead, it was after 9 p.m. So it was pretty dark, so I didn't film that, but he did make it out safe and sound. And the plan for today is to move camps. We will be moving over to Gardiner, Montana, which is a very charming town outside of the north entrance of Yellowstone. We'll be camping at one of my favorite camps over there. There's usually always some sort of wildlife roaming around through camp, bison and elk and what have you, so hopefully we'll see some of that. I'll take you through town. We'll hang out at camp. The drive there should be beautiful, so I'll show you some of that as well. So yeah, the plan for right now is to get packed up and get ready to roll, and ultimately I am making my way out of the state. So probably after this video I will be in a new state, but you'll have to stay tuned for that. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this trailer loaded up. I was going to miss it here. One thing about living on the road is it can be bittersweet leaving an area you love, but the next amazing destination lies just ahead. I am freaking stoked. I just saw my first wolf ever, and it had some sort of leg in its mouth. I don't know if it was a bison leg or an elk leg, shaking it around like a rag doll, but oh my gosh, that was so cool. I have been wanting to see one forever. We also saw a black bear, but I couldn't get a good shot of it, and there's bison all around as well, which is awesome. Did you ever used to do that when you were little? I used to do that when I was a little girl. Whenever I drank a beverage that was tasty and good to me, that was my way of saying, I like this. I get asked all the time if I like the taste of AG1, how it tastes. I can tell you right now that I definitely would not drink it if I did not like the taste of it. It has a kind of fruity, pineapple-y, vanilla type flavor that I really enjoy. It has a great taste with no added sugar or artificial sweeteners. What it does include are 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients to support the optimal health of the brain, body, and gut. Only nutrients your body can use will nourish you. The best ingredients are easily absorbed, potent, and nutrient dense enough to deliver the benefits they're supposed to. AG1 sources vitamins and minerals in a form your body can absorb easily, allowing you to get the most out of the nutrients you take in. I'm pretty conscious about what I put in my body these days, and I try to make healthy choices, although I sometimes fall short. One thing I do on a daily basis is combine 1 scoop of AG1 with 8 ounces of water, shake it up, drink it, and I feel at least with that, I am starting my day on the right track. It's pretty easy to build a daily healthy habit when it takes less than 1 minute per day. I couldn't recommend AG1 more highly. If you'd like to try it for yourself, go ahead and click that link below or scan the QR code here, and they will give you a year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 travel packs for free with your first subscription. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the show. Gardiner was officially founded in 1880. The area has served as the main entrance to Yellowstone National Park since its creation in 1872. Yellowstone National Park Heritage and Research Center, which opened May 18, 2005, is located in Gardiner and houses National Park Service archives, Yellowstone Museum collections, and reference libraries. The name Gardiner derives from Johnson Gardiner, a fur trapper who operated in the area in 1830 to 31. He named the lush headwaters valley of today's Gardiner River Gardiner's Hole. Originally named Gardiner's Fork, the river took on Gardiner's name, although prospectors and explorers who visited the area later in the century were unaware of the trapper Johnson Gardiner. In 1870, when the Washburn-Langford-Doan expedition passed through the area, they began calling the river Gardiner. Today, it mostly serves visitors of Yellowstone and provides food, lodging, fishing, river runs, and more. Our camp was located just outside of town up a steep dirt road. Well, we've made it here to our camp, and it's a beautiful camp. It's one of my favorite ones, Eagle Creek Campground. We left the Coulter Bay Campground in Cook City this morning. I can finally tell you that because I'm no longer there. I don't tell you while I'm still there for safety reasons. I'm sure you all understand. We're only here for one night. Unfortunately, there are thousands of flies, biting flies all around, so I probably won't even be able to sit out here very long because they're everywhere. I was going to cook steaks tonight for dinner, barbecue them outside. I decided not to at the last minute because we decided that we would like to go out to eat in town, and I'm glad I'm not doing that because I wouldn't have been able to handle all the flies. So the plan is to go into town later for a nice dinner and yeah, probably stay inside most of the time. Yeah, I gotta go in. Joey's on fly swatting duty right now. Did you get him? Yep. Oh, nope. I see him flying around.
No, he's right here. See?
Well, there's another one then.
I know, there's 5.
For lunch, I'm making myself a little quesadilla with leftover taco meat. Joey has some pizza left over from last night, so he's gonna have that, but yeah, that's lunch. Alright, we are going to head into town for some dinner now. I think we're going to go to a burger place we've been to before. They make some pretty decent burgers and some awesome shakes. However, I'll probably just have a burger. We're back here at camp, chilling out with the AC on. Luckily, my AC runs off of my solar and I can have it going for several hours. It is very hot out there. It's over 90 degrees and we've been very fortunate to not really be experiencing anything above 80 for quite some time now. Even beyond Cook City, we were up in Jasper, Canada, and we had nice, pleasant temperatures up there. So we're just gonna hang out here. We are expecting potentially some thunderstorms tonight, which would be really cool. I'm kind of hoping for that. I always love a good thunderstorm, and just chill here for the rest of the evening. We'll see what transpires. It's 9:30 and the thunderstorm has finally arrived. It's raining. Good morning. I'm out here enjoying my coffee in the cool breeze before the flies start swarming, and just enjoy the last little bit of this campsite. It did fill up quite a bit in the later afternoon. That thunderstorm didn't develop into anything too bad, just a quick passing storm. I haven't seen any wildlife so far in this campground. There usually are bison coming through here, elk. It's just probably too hot. They don't move around too much in the midday when it's 90 degrees. There are lots of great camping options outside of the park, outside of every entrance actually, and this year I've shown you 3 different camping areas outside of Yellowstone National Park. I showed you earlier this year in the spring West Yellowstone, Baker's Hole, and there are other campgrounds to choose from as well. And now I've shown you out of the northeast entrance the Coulter Campground, and then this is the Eagle Creek Campground. This used to be a first come, first served campground. However, now it is reservation only. You have to make reservations through recreation.gov. Unless it's a little earlier in the season, then it still is first come, first served, I think, until just before summer. Most of the towns right outside of the entrances are very small towns. They do have a grocery store here, like a full grocery store. It's a small one, but some of them don't even have grocery stores like Cook City. So you do have to keep in mind that not all of them have all of the amenities that you might have in a bigger town. So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be hitting the road to a new state and a bit of a change of scenery. But before we do that, I'm going to be going to a couple of shows, a couple concerts in Livingston. Actually, it's 2 nights in a row of a band that I used to follow a lot called Mo. And I'm really excited. It's an outdoor venue. So Livingston, Montana, I will be there for the next 2 nights. Joey will be joining me for those shows. Very, very excited for that. I'm a huge fan of music. I've gone to hundreds of concerts, and my life before I found a life outdoors was mainly going to concerts. I would travel around and see bands, and I haven't really done that in a whole long time. So it's going to be fun to get back to my musical roots, if you will. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. I thank you all so much for joining me. This was a short but sweet one. But yeah, it's time to get the wheels rolling and get back on the road. Make sure you stay tuned to see where I land next, and I will see you all on the next adventure. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.